On the altar is an inscription. Brave the gauntlet of your Lady Shah, surmount her trials, and rise a dark justiciar.
The Gauntlet of Shah. This place is legendary. Even with half my memories locked away, I still remember the stories. The Dark Lady's finest warriors arose from this place. Now I'm here. In order to join Lady Shah's elite, you had to pass her trials, then make a sacrifice in her innermost sanctum. One revealed only when you've proven yourself. Very few made it that far. I've dreamed of this place. This is my destiny. I must complete the trials. What does it mean? It means we'll have power. Power we can use to take on the Absolute and rid ourselves of these parasites, once and for all. If I become a Dark Justiciar, I'll have Lady Shah's highest blessing, and her arsenal at my disposal. This will be good for all of us. Let's explore. I wonder what the next move is. Worth a shot? Wait. Nothing. Nothing's wrong at all. It's fine. Really. I just feel we're on the right track. I'm right where I need to be. Under Lady Shah's gaze.
On the altar is an inscription. Brave the gauntlet of your Lady Shah, surmount her trials, and rise a dark justiciar. Your convictions have proven true. This is the gauntlet of Lady Shah. Perhaps here you can show yourself to be worthy. A dark justiciar at last. The Dark Lady's cadre of elite warriors. The most faithful, the most envied, the most ruthless.
The disc is moving. One step closer to finishing Lady Shah's gauntlet.
Spill the blood of Selûne and rise a warrior of Shah.
This must be where initiates undertook their final preparations.
You struggled in my trials.
The end is near.
Admirable, perhaps. One test awaits. Descend to the night zone. Make a sacrifice.
Trust your secrets to the night.
Justiciar.
Almost there. I will not Fail you, my lady.
Deliver the Night Mother's mercy upon her enemies. Shroud yourself in blackest night.
This must be the last step. I need to pray. Only by Lady Shah's grace did we even make it this far.
Nothing. Shadowheart continues her prayer in silence.
All right. No need to dash in ahead of me. I'm ready. Nothing. Just a show of respect. Trust me, you wouldn't want to displease her. Not here. Let's continue.
Your party is gathered. You are ready, or so you hope.
Will Morgaz
Get
fail
your
to kill
lurking
you,
memory.
I won't make the same mistake. Close ranks. Take the artifact for my queen!
looking ahead.
I have to ask, Astarion. Do people taste different from one another when you feed?
It all depends. A clean neck certainly helps.
Come on. You know I'm talking about their blood.
Of course. There are different vintages. Young Noble is wonderful if you can get it, but Crone has its charms too.
That's far enough.
His thoughts invade your own, probing for purchase. Your parasite purrs in recognition.
Ah, one blessed like myself. What news, true soul? Impressive.
You'll find Zarel in the audience chamber, true soul. She'll be wanting to hear from you.
That's what I call an invitation. Let's find Zarel and get this caravan moving.
Praise the Absolute.
There can be no doubt. This is the place. This is where we'll discover the secret of the Absolute.
Another true soul. The disciple will want to see you. Through the main doors.
Well, Flo didn't tell a lie. She said you'd find me, and here you are. Karlach, isn't it?
Now there's a name I'd hope never to hear again. What was Flo doing here?
Didn't think to quiz her about her business.
Florenta the Garotta. A Cambion I knew back in Avernus. She was the closest thing I had to a friend. That said, she would have choked the life out of me if I ever turned my back on her. The fact that she knows where I am, or where I might be going, doesn't exactly delight me. Maybe. Probably. I don't know. She's a half-devil. Impossible to read. I wouldn't have given her the time of day, but even I needed a laugh once in a while. What can I say? The bitch had good jokes.
Enough chatter. Your friend gave me 3 soul coins, said I could sell them if I wanted. But if I kept them for you, she'd consider it a favor owed.
Soul coins, huh? Those could come in handy.
Sure. But she did have a condition. For every coin you take, you've got to hear the story of the soul trapped inside.
There you have it. Flo came all this way just to try to make me feel like shit. Clever use of her time. Memorized a bunch of sad stories on her behalf, did you?
Didn't need to. Your Flo did some devil woo-woo and stuck 'em in my head. Couldn't forget now if I wanted to. You want the coins or not? First coin's got the soul of a woman named Maveri. She was born to a cruel mother, and a violent father, and 3 evil brothers, all named Balder. She never knew a day of love in all her life. When she was a girl of 15, she sold her soul to Tiamat in exchange for someone who would love her unconditionally. She got what she asked for. A fellow named Clint, destined to be her soulmate. Struck by a cart and died a few moments after clapping eyes on our Maveri. Poor guy. The scud of her soul is yours now.
Thanks, I guess.
Sure you will. This one has got the soul of a man named Frakes. Lived in a village near Neverwinter. Hit hard by the worst hunger in 1,000 years. Frakes called out for help. Prayed for his children to have meat to eat. Zariel answered. Made old Frakes grow flesh upon flesh after flesh. His wee ones had all the meat they could stomach.
He should have known. Better to die 1,000 deaths than let Zariel into your life.
Karlak's the one set to consume his soul, I hear. Last one's got the soul of a little boy named Ongir. 8 years old. He liked playing in the sun with his friends. That's all I know.
That's all?
That's all. Oh, and this slip of scratch.
Well, thanks, Flo. Hearing a bunch of desperate horror has ruined my day, which I suppose was the point.
You got 3 soul coins after the bargain, didn't you? I'd quit whinging if I were you. I did my part. That means our business is done. Unless you've got actual gold to hand. Better hope you can handle what I've got.
Brothers,
sister. The Absolute herself called us here. They cannot stop us from seeing Zarel now.
To stand this close to her. You're one of her blessed, aren't you? To hear her voice, I cannot imagine.
Not all of us survived the shadows to stand here. My wife, my sons, they were unworthy.
Back of the line. I'll be the first of us to swear to the General.
Each pack of recruits they bring in is worse than the last. Can't trust them to sweep the stables, let alone swing a sword. No doubt. Isn't for me to question them above me. I'm sure you know your business. I'll see they get all the help they need, true soul. And they'll need quite a bit.
It seems this individual doesn't think very highly of you, but few can resist a well-timed gift. Your offer appears to be of interest. Let's make it a good one. Individual doesn't seem particularly fond of you. Perhaps a gift would improve their sentiment.
Red's in her design.
You'd find better lodgings out in the war camp, true soul. I know we're all one under the Absolute, but you do not want to bunk with an ogre.
Meat sounds above. Here. No! Meg only small. This huge. In walls above. Maybe whole tower. You find meat, you share.
Don't mind Meg and her meat sounds. It's just her brain slopping around in her skull.
be a dear and strike me deaf. Our guests are especially sobby today.
The General has descended from his chapel.
Always room for more?
A new face. Do as the Warden says, when she says, and you'll be fine. Plant one foot in front of the other. Head forward. Back straight. Make them fear you.
Did you request this post too? I'm glad I got the Warden and not Zarel. Don't get chatty with the prisoners, mind you. The Warden won't like that.
Don't speak to the prisoners. The Absolute forbids it.
Water? I'd bet my last copper there's a pier nearby.
This could be our chance, sir.
You spark of the familiar. Do I know you, true soul? Perhaps not. Your face is rather bland.
Whatever your business, a warning.
None may speak to the prisoners. Disciple Balthazar was most clear. Disciple Balthazar has plans for them. And were I you, I would not get in the way. Anyone who refutes the Absolute is an enemy of mine, True Soul. You would do well to remember that.
Your mind swirls with information about the prison. The small levers behind the warden's desk open every cell, while the larger one triggers the alarm. And interesting items confiscated from prisoners lie above the warden's office, just up the ladder.
If you are going to stare, kindly do it elsewhere. As I said, you are free to roam where you wish, but do not speak to the prisoners. He sounds important, and I'm afraid the mere dregs are the only ones left in my care. Is that so? If you are above the General's chief advisor, you must be most impressive.
Her smirk hides her intent. She's toying with you.
They always think that. I'm not sure why someone of your stature must converse with prisoners. Perhaps a small donation would convince me. Pockets running a little empty, are they? Disciple Balthazar's orders still stand. None may speak to the prisoners. You can go now. Seen what coming? Move along, true soul. Have a pleasant day.
Goes nothing.
This is a restricted area. Time to explain yourself, or this guard will be restricting you to a cell. Usually, this is the point where the guard leaves you alone. But not today. Usually, this is the point where the guard leaves you alone. But not today.
Unless this evil can get us out of here, I don't want to hear about it.
A new neighbor? Ah, well, if you're locked up in here, you must be doing something right. If it gave the Absolute and her cronies a headache, all I can say is, well, bloody done.
Cast your eyes to the back. You see that hole yonder? I'd bet my last copper that's your ticket out.
'Cause I'm hoping you'll return the favor. I have a plan that'll make all of Moonrise rue the day they met us. We need tools. That head case of a warden robbed ours, but anything that breaks rock will do. Even if it's not Iron Hand quality. Help me, and we'll stick it to the Absolute. Together. Determined. Good. We'll need it. Now, go, before the guards see.
There's a parasite in that corpse, brimming with potent magic. An illithid oubliette. Right beneath the towers. A colony must be close. That must be where the tadpoles are coming from.
Look, there's something on the other side. No way through from here, though. Something's alive down here. I'm not sure I want to meet it. That's curious. No hope of clearing this without a shovel. Don't fancy getting my hands dirty. I need a shovel.
That's far enough.
His thoughts invade your own, probing for purchase. Your parasite purrs in recognition.
Ah, one blessed like myself. What news, true soul?
You'll find Z'rell in the... Let's hope this Z'rell likes...
Praise the Absolute.
There can be no doubt. This is the place. This is where we'll discover the
Another
secret
true
of the Absolute.
The disciple will want to see you. Through the main doors. Welcome, true soul. The disciple will have work for you, I expect. So much to be done.
Wouldn't head into the main hall if I were you. Z'rell and Keferic are working on some poor worm.
Bunch of the others were rounded up in the main hall a while ago. They ain't come back.
Heard a rumor some do-gooder stopped a horde of absolutists from getting their hands on a load of druids in some grove. Whoever it was, better pray the general doesn't smoke 'em out. Be a bloodbath, so it would.
Through a narrow crack in the wall, you hear something shift against stone. The pulse of a crawling, living thing. You can't quite catch a glimpse, but you recognize this feeling. The same alien presence you felt on the Nautiloid. Your awareness unfolds, expanding through every wall in the tower, every mind. A vast living network extending down into the dark, where something wakes.
What in the hell's... Oh no, not again.
It's a trap!
Tendrils snap like iron cords around your wrist. That presence in your mind looms large, closer now. With a soft sucking sound, your hand pulls free. The flesh within the wall retreats.
Let me try it next time. Look fun.
Many hearts, one soul. Of many thoughts, one mind.
True soul business, not for us.
Disciples around, each side and handing out pain.
Above.
A moment, true soul. You use a spoon to stir the soup, Barnabas. Forget the axe, my darling. Now, how can I help you? Soft and sweet as pudding, isn't he? He no longer remembers his life in the wild. That is the gift the Absolute gave me when I stood before her. To rewrite the lives of her faithful. Make them believe there's something better. Praise her works, committed by the hands of her faithful. Observe. Barnabas, sweetie, come show what a good boy you are. What would you like him to do? Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you, Barnabas?
You feel her will surge outwards and envelop the creature, inexorable as the tide.
No, Barnabas! We talked about this.
The weight of the assault drives the gnoll to his knees, defiance melting away like snow in summer.
For all the power she lends us, I am still only an imperfect vessel. Here, I meant this as a treat for Barnabas, but he doesn't deserve it now. You'll do well when you meet the Absolute, I think. Please, Zarel. And you will be called to ascend to the tower top. Many have gone before you, though not all have returned. The Absolute is giving you a second chance, loves. Don't waste it.
Feline eyes the parasite with a glint in her eye, intent clear. Murder. Glorious murder. The cat ignores you, but her eyes stray to a small tunnel hidden in the wall. The message is clear. Stay if you wish, but she will flee at a moment's notice.
This is the spot that was marked on that map before.
Wanna dance?
Why am I here?
The reaction failed.
There's no time to waste.
don't mind Mig and her meat sounds. It's just her brain slopping around in her skull.
You'd find better lodgings out in the war camp, True Soul. I know we're all one under the Absolute, but you do not want to bunk with an ogre.
Hush! Meat sounds above. Here.
And for a moment, you do hear it. The brain tendril you encountered, shifting through the tower walls.
Being? Telling? Tell Mig. Uh-huh. Okay. But how taste? Blech! No! Mig stick to full flesh. Nice and sweet.
These are the stalking grounds of Steelclaw, furless one. Tread lightly. Fortunately for you, the slithering vermin I hunt has my attention. For now. Their name matters not, merely their demise. I braved lapping waters and leaking ships to find this prey. I butchered many, and will butcher many more. But this one I toy with. I slice, I tear, and when the time is right, I will bite its head off and bathe in its innards! Luck is not needed. Merely patience and a thirst for blood. Hunt fast and hunt well. Your family will answer.
This individual doesn't seem particularly...
Not all. Back of the line.
You're one of her blessed, aren't you? The Absolute herself. Sister.
Each pack of recruits can't trust them to sweep the stables, let alone swing a sword. No doubt. I'll see they get all the help they need.
Of many thoughts, one mind.
Well,
Now that...
didn't think to quiz her about her business.
The fact that she knows where I am, where I might be going, doesn't exactly delight... Nothing would surprise me. Maybe she wants to live up to her name and wrap a cord around my neck. Or maybe she just wants to say hello. I wouldn't have given her the time of day, but even I needed a laugh once in a while. What can I say? The bitch had good jokes.
Enough chatter. Your friend gave me 3 soul coins. Said I could sell...
Soul coins, huh?
Sure, for... Did you want the... the scud of...
Thanks, I guess.
Freaks.
He should have known. Better to die a...
Whatever you need to tell yourself. Last one's got the soul of a little boy...
That's all?
That's all.
Well...
You got... I did my part. That means our business is done. Unless you've got actual gold to hand. Better hope you can hand...
The Dreams King. My brothers had the dreams too. Same as me. They wouldn't admit it.
The Absolute calls us all to her design. Your family will answer. Eventually.
Welcome back, true soul. Zurel is holding an audience with the General, deciding the fate of those who have failed the Absolute.
Brothers.
I saw it, true soul. The army. They're nearly ready. It's nearly time. We march to Baldur's Gate. I'm trained as an assassin. House Hekar. Perhaps I can serve as a scout or special operations. When the call comes, I'll be ready. Us? We are so many, and we are marching to Baldur's Gate as soon as the Absolute gives word. I've never been to battle. I've never been to war. But I feel so calm, ready.
We did as we was told, General.
followed every order.
The facts suggest otherwise. You were ordered to retrieve the artifact. You failed to do so.
Us? No, it was Minthara. She got the orders. She...
Enough!
A blast of mental energy washes over you, filling the room. Your tadpole squirms, urging you to obey.
You failed to retrieve the artifact. You failed to protect your true soul. You do not deserve to live.
A new true soul come to share their wisdom?
We did as we were told. We're loyal to the Absolute. Kill him!
Silence!
True soul, you have seen these goblins at work, have you not? What say you?
See? What I tell ya? Praise the Absolute.
Faith without action is anemic, sickly, in a word, useless. We are too close to the ending and the new beginning. I can coddle failure no longer. Kill them, quickly.
What? No!
You creaking old bag of shit!
I'm so sorry, my lord. She's an unbeliever outside my control.
Try again. Dispose of the rest as you see fit. Or better yet, put that true soul to use. You have far more important matters to attend to. Or have you forgotten?
Of course not, my lord. Thank you. You heard the General. The goblins are yours. Deal with them however you wish. They are yours. You can release them, kill them, or feed them to each other for all I care. Just deal with them. Here in the seat of the Absolute's power, your authority over them is complete. They will obey any command. Report to me upstairs when you're done.
Please! You gotta help me! For old time's sake! Oh, praise the Absolute! And praise her true soul!
You did the right thing. I'm sure those nasties deserved a bollocking, but we're no executioners. Let's go see what Zarel makes of it.
The seat of the Absolute's power, occupied by a general that cannot be killed. But his followers are flesh and blood. We must learn what fuels his power.
You'll find traders in the entrance hall. Absolute draws coin as well as pilgrims, eh?
An honor, true soul.
Don't try giving orders, true soul. Everyone here answers directly to Zarel.
You're not the first to brave the dark for the Absolute. The war camps are full to bursting.
No feuding under this roof, true soul. We're all one under the Absolute. More's the pity.
Bad behavior caught this guard's eye. What do you have to say? You're free to go.
out! Let me out! Let me out!
General Thorm's prayers and preparations must not be disturbed. The rooftop is off limits to everyone.
Even you, Disciple Z'rell?
Everyone. Keep watch and ensure that nobody passes. Excellent timing, true soul. The goblins. Tell me how they suffered. No. Better yet, show me.
Her mind enters yours abruptly, flickering across your memories in a blaze of excitement. She sees the goblins walking free, and a burning rage fans across your mind like wildfire.
Explain yourself. Very pragmatic, but very boring. Let's see if there's anything interesting in this brain of yours.
She parts the folds of your mind again, touching your wants and hopes, tasting them. Every emotion soaks into her mind's palate. But there is purpose to her exploration. She is searching for proof of your faith. There is a tremor of shared ecstasy as she finds a mirror to her own desire.
Perfect. You crave what all true souls should, to be touched by the Absolute. I have already been blessed to stand in her presence. It was bliss. She gave me everything I wanted. Why not? What's the point in power if you don't get to have a little fun every now and again? She gave me the power to cut the thread of life with a thought. But I can caress as well as cut. That's why you should stay on my good side. And the best way to do that is to serve General Thorm. I have a mission for you.
That's it. Play along. The closer you can get to the General, the closer you'll be to the answers you seek.
There is a relic that General Thorm requires. He sent his most trusted advisor, Disciple Balthazar, to retrieve it. The relic is beneath the Thorm family mausoleum. That is where you will find Balthazar. But we have lost contact with him. Go there, aid Balthazar if you can, and bring the relic home. Death would not silence Balthazar for long. But dead or alive, he is lost. Whatever has become of him, it is the relic that matters. It is something that General Thorm desires, and that he has ordered us to retrieve. That is all you need to know. And I accompanied him. It was destroyed shortly after he left Moonrise. Hardly a surprise. We're protected here, but outside the shadows are hungry. The shadows around the mausoleum are deep and hungry. You'll need a moon lantern to survive them. Take one from Balthazar's chambers. But don't pry. The last person who snooped into his secrets lost their head. I believe he uses it as a chamber pot.
gaping sockets that see nothing. And still they seem to watch you. Think you hear a whisper, but perhaps it was just wind drafting through a dull and empty thing.
It is not your time yet, Blessed One. The rooftop chapel is reserved for the General's private contemplation, save for those he chooses to ascend.
This must be the place. We have to get inside.
You are already changed, true soul. Hearing her voice is what brought you here. But above, you will stand in her very presence. Such an honor requires more. Disciples Rel has given you a chance to earn that honor. Her design does not end at the grave, Blessed One. You will serve, whether you ascend or fall, and I find use for even the fallen. I hope that is some comfort to you.
What's that?
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
It is not the rooftop.
This must be the place. We have to get inside.
I'm sure you have done a great many things to get this far, true soul. But above, you will...
Her words are diplomatic, but her face betrays her true feelings. Utter contempt for you and all your kind.
Disciple Zrel has given you a chance to earn that honor. I believe you will find your rightful place in her design. Either you will ascend, or you will fall. And I find use for even the fallen. I hope that is some comfort to you.
Not everyone subscribes to what is mine is yours, it seems. The disc is formed from slate and engraved with Githyanki writing. The symbols are striking to look at, but you aren't sure what they mean. Using the cipher you found, you might be able to reveal the disc's meaning. A pattern forms as you gaze at the disc, and from within that pattern, a story emerges. The Prince of the Comet, Part 3. The histories tell us that Commander Voss, Gestil Kithrak, pierced Prince Orpheus clean through with his sword of silver, that his flesh was torn and fed to the great red dragon, Ephelaman. Vlaakith's faithful roar out this tale. But beneath the roars we hear whispers carrying truth and prophecy. The Prince of the Comet is not dead. The Prince of the Comet will come again. The Prince of the Comet will liberate us from Vlaakith's tyranny. Praise be to Mother Gith, Queen of the One Sky. Praise be to your son, Orpheus, the true heir, Prince of the Comet. It's an intriguing tale, and a forbidden one, given how expertly it was encoded. Lae'zel will surely want to know of this.
Strange disc. Are these Githyanki markings? Lae'zel might know.
Curious.
I spy with my little eye? Nothing of note, really.
Don't touch me. Easy.
Let's get going.
So this is the abode of our dear Absolute. It's about as cheerful as expected. Before anything else, I need to know where it's happening. To the public, Cazador is an ordinary noble. A little reclusive, perhaps, but just another of the great and the good of Baldur's Gate. He has a grand palace on the hills of the gate, where he hosts the city's high society. I don't know if you perform the ritual there. It feels too public. It'd risk exposure. I know. Subtle, isn't it? I hope so. Because I am not striking another deal with Raphael. Knows what he'd demand this time. But if the citizens of Baldur's Gate don't know anything, my brothers and sisters might. Cazador is a master of secrets, but the other spawn must have seen something. What now? Let's crack it open.
I have a lot on my mind and, well, in it.
This is a restricted area. Time to explain yourself, or this guard will be restricting you to a cell. Your words are enough to resolve the matter. Still, you need to leave. Best not try that again, lest your actions speak louder than your words.
Araj Oblodra, trader in blood and the sanguineous arts. It is a pleasure to stand before a true soul, and your pale companion. I'd like to offer my services, if you're willing. I trade in blood, and the potions that can be wrung from it. I'm more than happy to make you one, if you'd honor me with your blood. With one drop, I can brew a rather potent potion for you. The rest, I keep for myself. No idea, but it will be unique to you. Your blood essence and the Absolute's blessing intertwined. We can learn exactly what that means together, Research, naturally. A little experimentation, perhaps. I have an innate curiosity for all things sanguine. Just a little prick and it's all over. Close your eyes. There we are. All of your very best traits in a bottle. Use it well. Although perhaps there's one more thing we could discuss. Your friend. He's a vampire, no? Or one of their spawn, at least.
Oh, don't worry. We're all friends under the Absolute. I won't bite.
Oh, I'd prefer if you did. I assume he belongs to you? I'm sure he really believes that. How utterly adorable. Do you have a name, Spawn?
Astarion, but hold on.
Good. Now, Astarion. I've dreamt of being bitten by a vampire since I was a young girl.
I'm sorry, you want to be bitten?
To feel your life's blood slipping away. To dance on the edge between life and death. Yes, I want it. I'll even compensate you. A potion of legendary power that forever increases the strength of the one who consumes it. It's not for sale, but it's yours, if you bite me.
I will have to decline.
Excuse me? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and you're squandering it.
I gave you my answer.
Can't you talk some sense into your obstinate charge? How very disappointing. Welcome back, true soul. Come back anytime.
She sees everything we are. Do you understand? There is no hiding from her.
Chosen's blood. Now that could be a prize. That smells interesting.
Go on now, friend. It seems I must.
I'm not worthy. I never learned the words.
Yes, you did. She gives them to you fully formed.
But we've seen... what? 5 true souls sent for an audience?
Be a dear and strike me deaf. Our guests are especially
It is impossible that you can go and clean down here.
You'll find it all...
Don't get too close to the prisoners. They're desperate enough to try anything.
All's well here. The cargo from below has already been taken to the docks. You ought to be kinder, you know. To the prisoners, I mean. Any one of them could be elevated to true soul, should they...
Enjoy the view. This feels like it stretch all the way to the Sea of Swords in a clear day. Give this place a...
Not for communal use, it seems. Best show some respect. Or some more cunning.
Feel free to haul a few boxes. We need all the hands we can get.
Not for communal use, it's...
Stand clear of the cargo. Respectfully, true soul. They're not to be opened until they reach the city. The Absolute smiles on them that follow orders. And I don't plan on being a guard for long, true soul. Thank you.
I'm afraid you missed the ship, True Soul. But there'll be another along soon enough. We're already stacking the cargo. Baldur's Gate. The army marches overland, but we sent some friends ahead to smooth the way. Locums need to see hard truth. Take their place in hard design. Or they don't, and we send them to meet the old gods they cling to. Doesn't matter much either way. Nothing of note. Just supplies for the battle ahead. I've already checked it twice over.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Right you are, I suppose. Check away.
Look busy or they'll set you lifting too. Whatever's inside's heavy.
I'm way too big.
You're mistaken, surely. A new face. Do as the plans.
Let me guess. The Absolute is the only way. Don't bother. Why don't you and Zevlor take a long walk off a short cliff?
He made it? He's all right?
Told you.
Your conversation has been cut short. These prisoners are for Disciple Balthazar's attention only. Your association with Disciple Balthazar inspires respect and a touch of fear. You are free to speak to the prisoners.
You want to help? The gnomes couple cells down are up to something, and we're in. I can't read bloody minds. Go on, before someone sees.
Here we go.
I'd bet my last copper there's a pig. You ordered that guard about as if you were the Absolute herself. What do you want with us, exactly? Huh. And why would you be so inclined? Those Spitfires? Well, they certainly gave the guards a run for their money. And they'd be a help in the escape. I reckon you and I were meant to meet. I'm Wilburn. We've got a plan, for us and the Tieflings both. But we're scuppered without the right equipment. We need tools. That head case of a warden robbed ours, but anything that breaks rock will do. Even if it's not Iron Hand quality. Whatever you find, throw it through the bars. But for the love of Gerdel, make sure a guard doesn't see you. Or we're both done for.
Don't speak to the prisoners. The Absolute forbids it.
Roland better be all right.
It's Roland. He's probably holed up somewhere, planning to burst in, spells ablaze, and rescue us.
Get us out of here, please, before that head case of a necromancer comes back.
This is a restricted area. Time to explain yourself, or this guard will be restricting you to a cell. You've been caught breaking the rules. You have a horrible feeling the next thing broken might be your skull. You've convinced them.
It's only a matter of time till we're served up to the necromancer.
This is a restricted area. Time to explain yourself, or this guard will be restricting you to a cell.
I'll get us out of here, Cal. Even if I need to kill every bastard in this hell's pit.
I know. And I'll be right alongside you if it comes to that.
We won't let them win. Not now, not ever.
I'll get us out of here, Cal. Even if I need to kill every bastard in this hell's pit.
I know. And I'll be right alongside you if it comes to that.
We won't let them win. Not now, not ever.
Let me guess. Why don't you and Zevlor take a long walk off a short... If you're not at the Absolutes...
Gnome's
Your conversation has been cut short. These prisoners are for disciple Balthazar's attention only.
Lord, the Iron Hand gnomes must succeed.
Did you request this post too? I'm glad I got the Warden and not Zarel. Don't get chatty with the prisoners, mind you. The Warden won't like that.
Our conversation has been cut short. These prisoners are for disciple Balthazar's attention only. Your association...
You ordered that guard about as if you were the Absolute herself.
Huh. And why would you be so inclined? The Absolute thinks she's got you by the scruff of the neck.
I reckon you and I were meant to meet. We've got a plan. We need to... Whatever...
You want to help? The gnomes couple cells down are up to something, and we're...
Whatever it is, we're in. Don't leave us in here.
Watch your back.
Have you slept at all?
Have you?
Fair point.
Tricks.
and straight. Without me, everything will be for naught. The Iron Hand knows must succeed.
I'll get us out of here, Cal. Even if I need to kill every bastard in this hell's pit.
I know. And I'll be right alongside you if it comes to that.
We won't let them win. Not now, not ever.
Hollow behind the back wall.
Have you slept at all?
Have you?
Fair point.
All right. What now?
What a day. For a skeleton key. too, man, okay? All right.
I'll get us out of here, Cal. Even if I need to kill every bastard in this hell's pit.
I know. And I'll be right alongside you if it comes to that.
You won't let them win. Not now. Not ever.
Still alive, so that's progress.
It's only a matter of time. If we're served up for the next...
Conversation has been cut short. These prisoners are for Disciple Balthazar's attention only.
You ordered that guard about as if you were the Absolute herself. What do you want with us, exactly? Huh. And why would you be so inclined? The Absolute... I reckon you and I, we've got a plan. We need to... Whatever you...
Have you slept at all?
Have you?
Fair point.
You want to help. The gnomes couple cells down are up to something. Whatever it is.
Your feet fly fast, my friend. Any luck with those two? Blessed Gerdul, I thought I'd never see it again. The plan is to wait for a quiet moment, then bust out the back wall. We'll grab the tieflings along the way. We'll need them if it comes to a fight. You, however, are the clincher. Once we move, keep the patrols busy. If the bastards spot us, all of bloody Moonrise will come down on us. Hurry, or we're all dead.
Stone. I feel it. Hollow behind the back wall, and beyond. Water.
I'd bet my last copper there's a pier nearby.
This could be our chance, sir.
probably holed up somewhere, planning to burst in, spells ablaze, and rescue us.
I bloody hope not. If he saves us, I'll never hear the end of it.
Attention!
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.